Our conversation with Kristen Koehler from IUP Lively Arts, brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And Kristen Koehler is indeed with us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hope you had a great New Year.
I did. How about you?
Wonderful. Don't get to see all that often, so...
Yeah, I know, but hey, I'm excited to be here today.
You're a busy lady.
I
Busy.
am.
I tell you what, Lively Arts, here's the first day of classes at IUP.
Yes.
And so students back on campus, the place gets buzzing again.
Yep.
But you've been buzzing all along here, haven't you?
We have. We don't get quite as long off as the students, but, I used to have that when I was in college. So I guess I got to enjoy that while I could. But, they're all rested up and we're getting ready for a new semester.
Yeah.
Lots of great events coming up.
Well, that's true. That's true. And in the big series...
Yes.
You've got Imani Wins coming up. This is a great, great group.
We do. And I'm really excited about this. And we have the district orchestra on campus around that time. So the students from district orchestra are going to come see the show. So I'd like to announce, if you'd like tickets for Imani Wins, there's only a few left.
Oh, yeah.
So if people are interested in getting some of the last few tickets that are going to be available, they need to act quickly. Between our subscribers and our single ticket buyers already and the kids from district orchestra, we're going to have pretty close to a full house if everybody shows up.
I had heard that. Now, this is in Gorell.
It is.
Gorell
It is.
Recital Hall.
Yeah. They're a wind quintet. They're kind of pushing the boundaries and redefining what a wind quintet can sound like. So I'm excited to hear what they're going to do.
Yeah, I love the way the Philadelphia Inquirer puts it there, what triumph sounds like.
Yeah, wow, that's a little hard to live up to, but I'm sure they do. But boy, I'd hate to have that on my shoulders in the morning when I wake up and brush my teeth.
The Ovation series is the big ticket that we always focus upon, but there are so many shows through the course of the season in a number of different venues, different series, some featuring student artists and some featuring professional artists who are touring. You've got River City Brass coming, which is a great tradition here in Indiana County.
We do, and this is going to be the ensemble, and I'm excited that we're going to be hearing a little bit of Hollywood, a little bit of Broadway, and it's going to be an exciting show. And hopefully we'll have some of our students join in on a number or two for that with them as well. So we have some amazing students in brass, Dr. Eisensmith, Kevin. So
it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Now that's coming February 7th.
It is.
And then I'm sort of leading you in the discussion, so I'm going to stop doing that.
Oh, that's okay.
So that you can tell me what you consider to be the biggest shows or the announcements that you want to make sure people know about. Maybe there's smaller shows that people need to know about.
Sure. Well, we have 3 shows kind of bang, 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 right after the other. We have Imani Wins in Gorell, then we have River City Brass Ensemble in Fisher, and shortly after that, so on the 7th in Fisher, is River City Brass. But on the 14th, if you're still looking for something to do for Valentine's Day, and let's say you can't even find a babysitter, don't worry about it. You're set.
Bring the kids with you.
Bring the kids with you, because this is something that's suitable for all ages. Certainly, if you want to find the babysitter and leave the kids at home, that's fine too. But we're having Moominshans, and that's a funny name for something. I like to describe it as, before there was a Blue Man Group, there was Moominshans. Yeah. So it's physical theater, and I think people will get have just a fun evening seeing all the things that Moominshans can bring. And they've been around forever. I mean, I know I've mentioned this a couple times before, but I first saw them when I was a little kid when they were on the Muppet Show. Yeah. And so I think it's a lot of fun what they're going to do.
Yeah. One of the things that, is a great tool that can be used is that good old YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
So moms and dads, look up Moominshans on YouTube, and then you'll see it. Get a little bit of a taste of what's coming to IUP on February 14th.
Mummenschanz. So that's coming up, and it will be a lot of fun. And I didn't want to... one change that I wanted to announce to everybody was that there was a routing change for a Broadway musical in spring. So the date has changed. It is the day after what is listed in the season brochure. So the new date for Finding Neverland, which is the story of how Peter became Pan, is now Thursday, March 19th, same time, 7 p.m., same place, Fisher Auditorium. So, we've been emailing our ticket holders and reaching out to people to let them know this is happening. But just wanted to let people know if they do have one of the brochures sitting around, that date is incorrect right now. So we'll be reaching out to all the different media outlets and making sure that's listed on posters and press releases and so forth.
We'll let people know about that. So Finding Neverland is going to be on Thursday, March 19th rather than Wednesday the 18th.
Right.
Okay.
And I might as well finish out talking about the Ovation series before I talk about some of the cool things that are happening with the departments. Our final show for the Ovation series will be in April, on Thursday, April 9th at 8 p.m. with the West Virginia Dance Company. And actually coming in this week is the choreographer for that show is coming to Indiana and is choreographing a piece for our IUP dance students. So they are going to take part in this production as well. I think that was one of the things that really excited me about becoming a part of programming for the series was I really enjoyed seeing how students could be involved because I know what that meant to me when I was a student, to be able to perform alongside or even on the same program with some top-notch professional touring artists. So I think that will be wonderful, and that's happening on Thursday, April 9th.
Yeah, you mentioned those kids. They're coming into class today. It's the first day back today at IUP.
Yeah.
And they get to meet this wonderful choreographer who's going to give them the moves that they're going to need.
Give them the moves that are coming up. So, but we also have some things happening on our I Love IUP series. And the first event that we have coming up is Don Giovanni. And that is an opera that's coming up, music, obviously, Mozart. And that's going to be February 27th through 29th at 7:30. And March 1st at 2 p.m. for a matinee. Excuse me. And that's taking place in Waller Hall on the main stage. And that'll be directed by Dr. Oliver Lowe for vocal and our new orchestra faculty member, Dr. Alexandra D. So I think that'll be wonderful to be able to hear that.
Dr. Lowe is just getting back, Wasn't Dr. Lowe in Europe or somewhere, or Asia?
Oh, I'm sure he's globe-trotting all the time. Our faculty are very well-traveled and always presenting and doing all kinds of exciting things. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I'm not aware of that, but...
Yeah, okay.
And just so I make sure that I mention some things that are happening at the museum, coming up soon in the Kipp Gallery, which is in Sproul's Hall, they're having from January 21st through February 14th is the Associated Artists of Pittsburgh member exhibition. So that will be coming up. And then for the University Museum will be Dr. Irene Kabala, who is one of the IUP Art History faculty members. She is loaning some of her artwork to the University Museum. So the name of the show, I love it, is called Dr. Kabala's Cabinet of Wonders, highlights from a collection. So I thought that was very creative.
I like that.
But that's taking place in the University Museum. The opening reception is Saturday, February 8th at 6 p.m. And the exhibit is from February 11th through March 6th. And that's in the University Museum on the first floor of Sutton Hall.
I have a Cabinet of Wonders at
my
house.
Do you?
Yeah, it's got coffee mugs in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think mine is probably discarded sports equipment. And
I think there's a jar of Elmer's glue up in there, too.
For our older listeners, it's probably more like Fibber McGee and Molly's closet in my closet at home.
It's my favorite radio show of all time. All right, so that's Dr. Kabala's Cabinet of Wonders.
Yes.
And then there are more through the course of the season?
There are more. I'm looking forward to It's Just a Bunch of Hocus Pocus, and that is a production directed by Holly Boda Sutton, our dance professor, one of our talented dance professors, and that's going to be on March 27th and 28th at 7 p.m. And on March 29th at 2 p.m. for a matinee, and that's in Zinc Dance Theater in Zinc Hall. And she's so creative with all the productions that she puts on. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Sure.
And I think this is probably one of the shorter ones that she does that's suitable for kids. So I think that will be a lot of fun. And shortly after that, a little while after that, the IUP Jazz Festival, James Flowers and again, Kevin Eisensmith. That's going to be on the Sound Choices Theater season, and that's on Saturday, April 18th at 7 p.m. in Fisher. And they are going to blow the roof off. They have some amazing artists that come in, and I think that's going to be an exciting show as well.
Yeah, and then you can finally wrap it up the weekend of April 22nd through 25.
Yes.
Week of.
And we're going to have our Acorn Project. And that's a time when our theater arts students can get creative. And that's, again, April 22nd through 25th at 7:30 p.m. Waller Studio Theater, IUP Performing Arts Center. And I think this is one of the ones that they will be selling tickets at the door.
Okay.
I will have to double check on that, but I do not believe that's online currently because they like to make sure the people are going to show up.
Okay. Good plan. Plan. But, it's January, the semester just getting started, so we went the whole way through the schedule for the remainder of the year. But people want to learn more about it in these final seconds together. Kristen, what do they need to do? Where can they go?
They can check our website, iup.edu/livelyarts, and they can purchase tickets online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
What they see online will be reflective of the change in date for Finding Neverland. Yes?
I believe that's coming up shortly.
Okay.
Our students will be back and they can make the change to the website.
Very good. Not March 18, March 19th.
March 19th,
Finding
correct.
Neverland. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS.